You may remember Barack Obama. He was the two-term president before Orange Man, and he was this guy who came in and it was hope and it was change and it was very exciting. And then obviously, if you flash forward to where we're at now, where we live in a systemically racist, patriarchal society and capitalism is evil and all of these things, he failed miserably. His 8 years in the Oval Office were obviously a complete disaster. I will say this, I voted for Barack Obama twice. Now, you guys all know about my political evolution. I was a lefty at the time, there's no doubt about it. I did vote for him both times. It is worth noting that the first time that Barack Obama ran for president, he was against gay marriage. So Barack Obama is a homophobe. He has an irrational fear of gay people. He did not want two men or two women to be able to engage in the same sort of relationship that a heterosexual couple could. Now, I suppose he did, evolve a little bit later, but, the truth is that in his heart, he obviously hates gay people. And here he is now, Barack Obama, who, again, didn't solve any of the things that he set out to do, right? Because if he did, then we would have never got Donald Trump, and certainly we wouldn't have needed Joe Biden, who was his VP, to come in and fix all of that, right? If Barack Obama had actually accomplished all of the wonderful hope and change that he had promised. Well, now he is campaigning in this Virginia gubernatorial race. And just listen to him. And I would only add one other thing, which is that during the recall here in California, Obama cut an ad that was pro-Newsom, that was a complete fear-mongering, scare tactic ad. We played it on the show. Refused to even say Larry Elder's name. And congratulations, it did work here in California. But here's Obama, and you just tell me, play it.
Why is it Republicans don't want you to vote? What is it that they're so afraid of? I would assume, Terry, if they think they've got better ideas, why don't they just go make the case? Tell us your ideas. Tell us why you think they're going to be better. Tell us how it's going to help that man get a job, or help that young person go to college, or help that person get a trade. Hey, just explain it. And if you've got good ideas, people will flock to your ideas, but that's not what they try to do. Instead, you're trying to rig elections. Because the truth is, people disagree with your ideas. And when that doesn't work, you start fabricating lies and conspiracy theories about the last election, the one you didn't win. That's not how democracy is supposed to work.
Let me be very, very clear about this. Barack Obama is not a good man. I regret voting for him. I think maybe I said that once before, but I completely regret voting for Barack Obama. I should have voted for John McCain, and I should have voted for Mitt Romney. And I ain't no Mitt Romney fan. But everything he said there is a lie. He is a smug, dishonest snake oil salesman. That's what he is. First off, Republicans don't want you to vote. That's what he's telling you. Simply not true. Republicans want things like voter ID, like they have in virtually every civilized nation on planet Earth, that you would show an ID when you vote, much like you show an ID when you get on an airplane, or perhaps when you send a FedEx package, or when you rent a hotel room, or maybe when you buy cigarettes or purchase a gun or open a bank account or apply for food stamps or welfare, or when you apply for Social Security or unemployment, or when you rent or buy a house. He's saying that they want to stop you from voting, but all they want to do is secure our election system, make sure that people who are supposed to be voting are voting, make sure that people who aren't supposed to be voting aren't, or can't vote twice, et cetera, et cetera. So he's absolutely lying about that. Then he says that why don't they make the case? Why don't they make the case for their ideas? Actually, I would say Republicans or conservatives, right-leaning people are making the case for low taxes, getting us out of war, all of the things that Trump talked about, low black unemployment. Let's invest in some of these communities. Let's not nation build. Let's leave things to the states. Now, he does make a point that they've got to get their message out. And it's like, well, they do have trouble getting their message out because you do have all of the networks against you, all of the mainstream media against you, and you have big tech against you. So I will, give him that. It's like, it's tough to get the message out when you can't. And he says, if you've got good ideas, then good people will flock to you. Well, again, we have a lying media that just won't let that happen. By the way, he went on to say there was another clip that was actually possibly even more extraordinary than that endlessly smug lie. Like, this was the guy that was supposed to heal us? Man, awful. But there's another clip where he talks about how the Republicans are only in it for this fake culture war, this fake outrage war. And it's like, no, that's not true either, man. You know, good, decent people who don't want their children taught critical race theory, don't want them to be taught to judge people by the color of their skin. That's what they don't want for their children. It's like, that's not fake, man. You know, making sure that we all have access to platforms so that we can speak freely is not fake. Making sure that just because you have some conservative or non-progressive view, you're not going to be booted off everything or have your job taken away is not fake. Fighting so that the government can't inject you with whatever it wants, whenever it wants, no matter how many times it gets all the information wrong in the first place, is not fake. So he's just a liar. He's just dishonest. He's a liar. I regret voting for Barack Obama. I apologize to any of you good McCain, Romney people out there back at the time, but you know, you live and learn.